To you.
Is this thing on? Yeah.
Yeah.
So good morning. Pop quiz from Father Mike about 45 minutes ago to provide an update on how we're doing. So that was exciting. Anyhow, these comments should only take about 30 minutes. So
nice.
And we have spreadsheets that'll be handed out momentarily. No, in all seriousness, we had a great town hall meeting this morning. I think we had probably about 30 people in attendance, which was great. So thank you all that came this morning, and apologies for some of the messages that you'll hear again right now versus this morning. I think the key message that was delivered this morning by Father Mike was coming out of COVID, although it feels like we keep trying to get dragged back into it, but really coming out of COVID in this year, we've really built a very strong financial foundation for the church to grow on. And I think one of the key messages he also provided is, y'all didn't bring me down here just to kind of stay even or see this thing kind of shrink. We're looking to grow and become a major church player here in San Antonio, and to really go out and reach out into the community through St. Thomas. So financially, we're in great shape. There was a view, if you look back into 2019, from an operating budget, we were actually in a negative operating budget. We were losing money versus how much money we were bringing in. Right now, for 2021, we're currently operating in a surplus. We have about $200,000 surplus in our operating budget. And if you think about, and this will be a little repetitive, you think about all the things we've accomplished this year. So $200,000 operating budget. So we've seen pledges and money come in higher than expected. We've also done a very aggressive job in managing expenses. We also paid off, we had a $100,000 note in which, going back to the challenges we had with the school back in 2019 to cover salaries, we've paid off that $100,000 note. And we've also saved $100,000 for a rainy day fund. So financially, we're in terrific shape. So I wanted to highlight that for you all. But we still are looking for those pledges to come in by October 24th so we can build a budget for next year, again, to grow. We have our the Whaler Family Center, in which we start paying the note for that. That starts November 1st, and we'll have our first full year in which we have to have that as part of our budget. So those are kind of the key financial updates. I think Father Mike also is going to provide an update in a future clearing with some other information. There was some interesting information about how we've seen kind of pledging units really hit a peak in the late 90s and kind of coming down to where we are today. Yet we've seen overall pledges increase over that period of time. So we see a real core group of families here at St. Thomas that are supporting in many ways, and financially is one of those ways. So that's the main message. A couple other messages I want to provide this morning is, and I should start it off with this, thank you all. Thank you all for your financial commitment to St. Thomas. And we've really been able to persevere during this challenging year and a half that we've been going through. And I don't think any of us would have dreamt that we would end up in the financial spot that we're in now. And it's thanks to you all out there, the generosity and commitment that y'all have made to St. Thomas. The final thing I'll say is thank you to Father Mike and the staff. They've been there all along. If you think about all the challenges businesses are having out there as far as just the challenges with staff, the weariness, I mean, you never thought you'd have to deal with like mask questions, right? And whether or not you're in person or virtual or what have you. And Father Mike and the staff have been there and have been a consistent resource for us throughout this. So I think we need to be very thankful for the staff and the clergy we have here at St. Thomas. We're truly blessed. So, and I'll just. And I think that's it. So if you have any other questions, I'm always open and willing to speak with whomever one-on-one. Grab me after church or give me a call. I'd be happy to talk with you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, very much indeed. We will bless our pledge cards next week, but you can turn them in anytime you like between now and then. If you don't have one here, we have some out in Gosnell Hall there. You can always do it online as well. You can place it in the offering plate even today. Remember, having every household turn one in. Even if you communicate back to us, you know what, I can't pledge right now, I can't commit to anything. It just saves up from following up with you, and we will follow up with you. Member households, we will. So just save us that follow-up and please turn it in by next Sunday.